Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Yo to Crypto. We're going to be going over flames and everything you need to know about them. I think people overcomplicate flames way too much, so I'm going to try to break it down and make it as simple as I can for you guys. The first thing I want to talk about are going to be the two types of items that get flames, right? So they're going to be special equipment and normal equipment. Special equipment is usually going to come from boss drops. These range from CRAs to accessories. Pretty much most of the boss drops that you see from harder bosses in the game. There are some special exceptions, such as the Chaos Horntail Pendant and the Lucky Hat, that do not get special flames. There are drops that come from event or party quests, such as the Neophyte items. And as you can see here, this is a special item that gets flames from T3 to T7, and a normal one only gets T1 to T5. So as you can see, it's a lot harder to get a good flame on a normal item. Of course, you could still get something that is relatively good, but it's much harder to get a good flame on them. Now that I've broken down the difference between special and normal items, the next topic I want to cover are going to be the types of flames that we get, right? So we can ignore this one because this one is only inside of the Web2 version of MapleStory. But the flames that we currently get are the red flames, the eternal flames, and the black flames, right? So as you can see here, the eternal flames go from T3 to T6. So that means that we can randomly get anything from T3 to T6, and you can see the correlating stats that it gives us. And the eternal flames gives us T4 to T7, and the black flames give us T4 to T7 as well. The only difference between the eternal flame and the black flame is that the black flame lets you choose before and after. So one of the questions I get asked a lot is, which flames should I use? Typically, I recommend using a red flame for the majority of your items because you get more tries using the red flame. The only time I would really recommend using the eternal flame or the black flame is if you are later into the game and you want to min-max your flames even more. But you can get really good items just using the red flames. Now that we know everything about the flames that we want to use, the next topic I want to cover is the flame score. This is actually the only thing you actually really need to know. You don't need to know anything about tiers. It's not really important at all. All you need to know at the end of the day is what type of flame score your item has. So maybe you're asking, what is a flame score? All a flame score is it represents one stat, right? So if I put 1 strength in, it's going to give me 1 flame score, right? If I put 30 strength in, it gives me 30 flame score. So all you need to know at the end of the day is what flame score you guys have, so you know how good of a flame you have on your item. So let's say, for example, we have 30 strength. We put in some weapon attack that we have on our item and maybe some all stat, and we can see that at the end of it, we have 96 for our flame score. Now, maybe you're wondering, what is a good flame score? Typically, right now, currently in the game, I think that you're just starting to flame your equipment. Getting anything around 50 is a good flame score to have, but a good flame score is something like this, where it's around 109. But typically, towards the later stages of the game, you are going to want a flame score that is going to be around 100 plus, and that is a flame that you can typically settle on for a very long time, or pretty much even forever. So the next topic I'm going to cover are going to be our weapon flames. So we're going to go back to the same website that we were at before. All you have to do is put in your weapon attack. Typically, when you are flaming the weapon, you are going to want attack only. This gives you way more damage than any other stats. And generally, when you are looking to get a late game or end game flame, it's anything above tier 5. Tier 5, you can settle on it. Tier 6 is very good. But ultimately, if you get a tier 7, which you can only get from the eternal and the black flames, this is going to be the best type of flame that you'll get. This is very hard to get and will probably take you over hundreds of flames. So do not try to only aim for a T7. Going for a T6 is good enough, or even a T5. Now, the last question I want to answer is, what item should I flame first? Typically, when flaming an item, you want to flame your weapon first. This one will give you the most damage out of everything else. And then moving on after that, you're going to want to flame the highest level item next. So as you can see here, my Absolute shoes, my Absolute cape are going to be the ones that I want to prioritize next, because they get better flames, because they are items that come from harder bosses and they are a higher level item. And then I want to pretty much go through every other piece of item, such as my CRAs would be the ones I target next, since they are level 150 items, and then go down on the list. Then after that, what I would do is go from the worst flame and work my way up. For example, this has a 48 flame score. This is probably the one I need to work on next because it has the lowest flame score. So once it gets to around, 50 or 60, maybe I'll move on to something like this, which has only around 60, and I'll try to get up to 70 or 80. That's it for today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.